All right, we're back with another video with Black Couch Booking, and we're gonna go ahead and see what he's up. This is the first time I ever seen his face, but whatever. We're here. If you want to subscribe to his channel, here's a screenshot right here. We're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. So let's go ahead and get started.
Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Have over 1,000 videos of wrestling content on this channel. And if you're old to the channel, Couch Crew, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Please follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking, trying to hit that 1,000 followers. And if you want to join my Discord, link is in the description down below, where I will be dropping a video this Sunday, well, 2 videos this Sunday with your participation, a hot takes part 2 video, and a rating your dream matches video. So if you want to participate, you need to start dropping those dream matches and hot takes in my Discord now. Like I said, thank you for the love and support. Please like this video to help share my content to a broader audience, to bring them along with the crew as well. But Couch Crew, I'm ready to get right into it. So let's talk some Rhea Ripley. Now, I have my purple ring light on, but I'm an idiot. It's light outside, so you can't really tell. You can tell a little bit that I got the purple ring light. I'll do better next time. I was trying to be, for dramatic effect, got the purple do-rag on as well and the black earring. But that's besides the point. I want to talk about Rhea Ripley because I want to talk about where do we go from here with Rhea Ripley. I like Rhea Ripley a lot. She has the look, she has the skill, she has the interest music, she has the aura. That's a woman megastar for the women's division, for sure. There's a couple of issues though. The first issue is just the women's booking overall for the main roster has been terrible thus far, and a lot of people have been making videos about this, and I've seen it, and I want to take a little bit different route and just focus on what's going on with Rhea Ripley and the Women's World Championship specifically. But all those individuals are right. This isn't clickbait. This isn't farming. Every time we get around WrestleMania season, it's always apparent that the booking for the main roster for the women is absolutely terrible, because this is all they rely on, and this is for the men as well, but for the women it's a little bit more egregious. All they rely on is, well, okay, the Royal Rumble winner, okay, that's set in stone. That's always going to be the story. The Royal Rumble winner wins, picks who they're going to face, blah blah blah. But the other trope of whoever wins the Elimination Chamber faces the other person, they need to get rid of that in general for both men and women. Because think about this, right? There's a story you can develop, like, even before Elimination Chamber with whoever it is you're going against. Like, for the women's case, right, for Rhea Ripley, I have a very sneaky suspicion. Now, my hope is Bianca Belair wins so we can get Clash of the Titans, because that's a story that is kind of already developed. They already teased this when they were both Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, that they need to get it on. They need to collide and clash one day. So Bianca Belair just so happens to win. Her versus Rhea, you can actually say, like, there's a story there, because if we go back and we look, and then over the years, Rhea beat Bianca in NXT, there's a story there.
I hate to break it up to you, bro, but I can't see that happening. I'm sorry to say it. I can't see Bianca Belair winning, knowing that, the Jade storyline is still existing. So there's just no way I could see that happening. Not when Jade is in the way, you feel me? Like, just no way. I can't see it. I'm sorry.
But I have a sneaky suspicion, y'all, and I know y'all going to be very upset, that Bayley is going to win.
Bro, tweak it, bro. Bro, tweak it if you think Bayley is going to win. Bro, tweak it.
And the reason why I think Bayley is going to win, because look at the options and really think about it. Do you think Roxanne Perez is going to win? No. I think she's going to have a good, showing. Do you think Alexa Bliss is going to win? No. I think they're really going to do something with the YS6.
Well, I have high hopes that she will win.
And really push that. Do you think Naomi's going to win? No. If anything, I genuinely do think that if Bianca Belair is the one to win, they're going to go Naomi attack Jade. Naomi and Jade going to go at WrestleMania, and Bianca Belair is going to be like, listen, I'm preoccupied with my Women's World Championship match. I'm going after Rhea Ripley. And then, really those are the only viable options, in the match. No one, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not kid ourselves. Liv Morgan, if Liv Morgan wins that match again, I will literally break my phone. I will literally break the TV. I love Liv Morgan, New Jersey in the building, but I don't want to see Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley again. Absolutely, positively not.
Well, hopefully you got insurance on your phone, bro, and your TV, because unfortunately it's going to happen due to the storyline with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So, unfortunately, bro, it's going to happen. I hate to break it to you, but it might happen. But that's why I hope that Alexa Bliss wins, so that way we can see a storyline with all four of them. You know what I mean? So, because I do believe that that Alexa Bliss will stir up the pot with those three and actually expose their future and their past tense, bring up their past tense and expose their future. So, listen, I appreciate your honesty, bro, but there's just I can't see her not getting that final spot. It's either Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss, but Bayley is impossible. I'm sorry. I don't think Bayley is going to win. Like, I just don't think so. I'll be shocked if she wins because there's no storyline for her. So I don't see how that's going to go. I don't see how that's going to be. But, I mean, I can't see it. I'm sorry. I can't see it. It's most likely going to be Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss. It can't be. It can't be Bayley. Yeah, it just can't. I can't see it. I'm sorry.
So Bianca Belair and Bayley are the only options, and I'm leaning towards Bayley because the story that they're going to come up with, Rhea Ripley beat 3 of the 4 horsewomen. She can't beat the 4th because the 4th isn't around, but she did beat the 3. Think about it. In a row. Charlotte, Becky, Bayley. That's going to be the arc, and that is not a good arc. What they could do is Io Sky, Rhea, they're going to have their championship match after Elimination Chamber. Rhea's going to retain, probably more than likely 90%. Rhea's going to retain, but still try to find a way to work in a triple threat match. I would not mind that. Rhea versus Bayley versus Io Sky at WrestleMania, because then Io Sky and Bayley, they could, reignite their beef. Who's going to be the heel in the situation? Just do an Io Sky heel turn. I would go for it. That vignette where she's under the water and she cuts the promo and stuff like that. I mean, that looks like a heelish type of build up to me. She doesn't have any of her contemporaries around except for Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai is focused on the women's IC belt. I would say, I don't know, maybe you could go that route. Or if you want to go the Rhea turning heel route, that would be good as well. But the women's writing is so egregious to the point where I'm like, can they just get one good story? One story that's interesting? Because think about on the men's side, right? Jay and Gunther have a history already. So him winning the Royal Rumble, he chose Gunther for a reason. He chose Gunther because Gunther beat him before. Gunther was trash talking him before, and Gunther doesn't think he's worthy. That's the story. On the other end, if they choose the right person for Cody Rhodes, there's a story there. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes is a story of passing the torch to the next guy. The old Super Duper Mega Babyface versus the current Super Duper Mega Face of the Company Man story. Company Man versus Company Man. And if they want to throw some edge to Cody Rhodes' character, it's already been established that with his fallout with Kevin Owens and everything, that he does have edge to him and he is kind of an asshole. And on the other end, if a guy like CM Punk wins, to me, that's an obvious story. Don't know if WWE goes that route, but I said this in a previous video that Cody Rhodes could just go, hey, bro, you just came from over across the pond. We came over here. We both made a decision that was personal to us, but I don't like what you did over across the pond, and you kind of ruined it. I would go that far if I was them. Or, it's just simple as CM Punk wants his main event. Like, there are intricacies and stories there that can align. Whereas the women is like, random bullshit go, random bullshit go, random bullshit go. You know what I'm saying? It's usually one out of the 2 women's stories. One women's story at least kind of has something that's believable. Like Io versus Bayley made sense, right? Charlotte versus Becky made sense, right? Asuka, Bianca, to me, was kind of okay. You know what I'm saying? Becky, Rhea was kind of okay. Why? Even a triple threat match, man. We could have just got Becky versus Ronda straight up. We didn't have to insert Charlotte Flair into that match to make the triple threat. If they just wanted to do it for the sake of getting both belts, cool. But there was a story there. I'm not saying the build-up for that wasn't good. I like the parking lot brawls. And I think Ronda was in a police car or whatever. She got her head kicked in by Charlotte or Becky, whoever the case. Like, that was cool. But it's like, they just really don't put in a lot of efforts. It's like the story for the women kicks off as soon as we get the mark after Elimination Chamber. March 2nd, the story is going to kick in. Whereas with the guys, like I said, there's an established reason of why Jay chose Gunther. Cody Rhodes has some sort of history with basically everyone in the Elimination Chamber match. Logan Paul's not winning, so it doesn't matter. He don't count. Like, he has like things in there. Whereas with Rhea, Liv Morgan, we finished that story. We don't need to visit that. The Bayley stuff, they kind of been teasing that Bayley wants a title shot, blah, blah, blah. Bianca, she has a reason why her and Bianca needs to go at it. Her versus Roxanne, that would just be hella random to make Roxanne be on the main roster. But like where do we go from here? And look at this, right? Even if let's say we get Rhea Ripley versus Bayley, where do you go from there? Like, they booked Rhea Ripley into a corner. I would say prime Rhea Ripley is Judgment Day, is prime Judgment Day, where she was the heel. And I'm not saying just because I love turning baby faces back to heels and baby faces to heels for the first time. But what I'm saying is like her competition and contemporaries, there's really no one who is kind of like why am I invested in Rhea versus Nia at Saturday Night Main Event? I'm happy that was a one-off thing, but why am I invested in Rhea versus Io if I know for a fact that Rhea's gonna beat Io? Like I said, the only reason why I'll get invested is if somehow, some way they turn that into a triple threat match. But then Rhea, to me, is kind of the odd one out of that story, because then I would be more focused on is really Bayley and Io's beef, restarting, even though they kind of pieced it up somewhat. And then Rhea's just like the odd woman out. The champion should be the main focus of the rivalry, and the person that they're going against is the one that adds outside extra value. The champion is just supposed to be the one that establishes why the story is where it is.
Now, look, as much as I want to see Bayley and Ia and Rhea in the match, I just don't think the storyline is going to build up to that. I just don't. But however, it just wouldn't, the story wouldn't look right. I'll just say it like that. I mean, Bayley versus Io Sky and Rhea, I don't know. I mean, there's no teases to even show it. So for him to predict that Bayley's going to win, I'm sorry, but I just can't see it. Now, it would be something for a Saturday night's main event, but to have that at WrestleMania, the biggest stage of them all, like, nah, man. Nah. It's either Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan, man. It's not going to be Bayley. It's not going to be Bianca. As much as it will be something, it's not, okay? It's most likely going to be either one of them, okay? It's because of the storyline, all right? If Liv Morgan wins, it's because of the storyline. If Alexa Bliss wins, Liv Morgan's still going to be involved because of the storyline. So all four of them go at it. To me, that's the main event I want to see, okay? So, because I feel like Alexa Bliss can stir up the pot. I think she can manipulate everybody to get to where they can go out on each other, to go all out on each other. And I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can see Liv Morgan and Rhea and Io Sky going at it because of egos. You know what I'm saying? And, and Alexa Bliss just sitting back, narrating, and having everybody going all out because she's exposing the truth for all three, to where the heel turn can come on either one of them, whether it's Rhea or Io Sky. But the only way I could see Rhea turning heel is if she loses the title. But if Io Sky don't win the title against Rhea, then maybe Io Sky might turn heel, but I doubt it, because we don't want Io Sky to team up with Liv Morgan. We do not, because, she's the only one that could do damage on Liv Morgan. So I don't want to see her turn heel, because I don't want those two teaming up at all, period. So I'd rather leave that alone. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll see Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan win, but until then, bro, just giving his predictions. So let's keep going.
like even Charlotte versus Tiffany, I don't understand. I don't get it, bro. Like I think Charlotte versus Rhea would be a way better story because, all right, we 1-1. Let's end this. I embarrassed Rhea because it just goes far. I embarrassed you last WrestleMania. You embarrassed me first WrestleMania. You know, and now let's see who's really the best. And now I'm the one with the belt again, and you're not gonna take another belt from me. Like I have a feeling Charlotte's gonna beat Tiffany, and if Charlotte even does beat Tiffany, to me it doesn't really mean anything. Like with the Rhea Ripley as champion, bro, I think I said this a while ago. I think Liv Morgan retaining would have been a lot more interesting because then you could do whatever with Rhea Ripley. You could have had Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair clash not for a belt. You could have had Rhea Ripley clash with someone who maybe she's never been against that people are like surprised that she's going against, and people would have liked it. Like remember at one point where Roman and Drew, it was a while back I believe, like they clashed at WrestleMania, right? And it wasn't for a belt or anything like that. It was just a match or whatever the case may be. I hope I'm not having a fever dream or I'm having the Mandela effect, but I do believe that happened. Like we could get Rhea versus, I don't know, anybody. We could have got Rhea versus Io at WrestleMania for no belt, because now that they made it clear that she's gonna face Io after the Elimination Chamber, Rhea's gonna retain. Because if Io wins, right? Let's just for shits and giggles, let's say Io beats Rhea for the belt and Bayley won Elimination Chamber. We're gonna run back Bayley versus Io? And then what is Rhea gonna do? Fight Bianca Belair for no reason? You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be a reason why certain things are happening. The triple threat match, now that it's popped up on my head, on my radar, I'm more and more that I keep talking about it, I can kind of see that happening. But I do think Bayley's gonna win. I want Bianca Belair to win more than anything in this world because it's simple. Like, some things don't need a complicated story. Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, they teased it years ago. It's the two best women in the company, the two most over women in WWE, the two most powerful, physically imposing women going against one another. Do I want to see Jade versus Bianca eventually? Sure. But if it's not now, do Jade versus Naomi, and y'all going to be pissed about this. Naomi has to put Jade over. There's no way possible if Naomi was the attacker. First of all, she turns heel, which is good for us. That's good entertainment. So just be happy that we get that Naomi could finally drop the glow character and be something else. Maybe be similar to Team Bad. But then you got to put Jade Cargill over. You know what I'm saying? Because if Naomi wins, I mean, I would be cool with that because I like Naomi, but it's kind of like, then what do you do for Jade Cargill? But the more interesting story for that is Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair, Clash of the Titans. And then it's like, okay, does Bianca Belair stay undefeated at WrestleMania, or do you build a new star in Jade Cargill? And she can say that, hey, I was the first and only person to beat Bianca Belair, or if you start going back again with the record, whatever the case may be. But I don't know where we go with Rhea Ripley, though. Rhea Ripley's case is very weird to me. A lot of people have turned on her because people feel like she's being shoved down people's throats. People feel like the way that they booked her, they kind of bury everyone else. I will say, the way that they booked her, they made Raquel Rodriguez look really weak, and she looks really weak right now. And I do think it will come to fruition that we get Raquel and Liv, maybe not at Mania, but doing something, because Raquel protecting Liv has cost Raquel a lot of opportunities, but it would have been.
Bro, I am so glad that he brung that up. I've been saying for months that Raquel is getting screwed by Rhea and Liv Morgan just because she's not getting the credit that she deserves. She's not getting the recognition she deserves, and she's not getting her fair share in the ring, and she's not even getting any single matches. And I keep saying this for over and over again. You've got this woman embarrassing herself, and you have her twerking in front of her or Liv Morgan while Liv Morgan just standing there like, that's a bitch move. You're doing everything to make this woman look bad. You could have gave this woman an opportunity to face Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship, but you have her hanging with Liv Morgan, looking like a damn fool. That's what I'm saying, man. They playing with Raquel, man, and nobody's saying nothing about it because she keep losing. And not only that, she's not getting any single matches. They're really playing her, man. And nobody's saying nothing about it. I'm glad he bringing it up, man. Yeah, justice for Raquel, man, because she out here looking bad, man. And I don't care, man. Last night, she over there laughing with Liv Morgan, but anybody should be laughing at is the fans. They're laughing at you, and they're laughing at Dom because you guys are getting treated like jobbers while Liv Morgan's the biggest star. Like, the things that Liv Morgan is doing, you should be doing. Everything that Liv Morgan, all this fame that Liv Morgan getting, you should be getting some of that as well. Not for hanging with her, but basically for your hard work. And you're not even getting that recognition because they make it look like you ain't doing anything but just taking L's. It's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous.
Very interesting to see just Rhea and Raquel straight up, but Raquel actually looked like she had a shot. Because as big as Raquel Rodriguez is, as physically imposing as she is, as dominant as she was in NXT, it looked like Rhea was like 50 levels above Raquel. Like she was facing a jobber. And Raquel is not supposed to be that. If you know who Raquel Gonzalez was, maybe she needed to go back and change the last name. Like Rhea, like they should have kept Raquel at least strong enough to the point where if we just did a random Raw Rhea versus Raquel Women's World Championship match, that would be cool. And speaking of which, that's another thing. I know they're trying to keep the aura of the champions, the mystique of the champions, not have the champions wrestle a lot. I mean, throughout history, I'm not saying champions wrestled every week or whatever the case may be. I will say, the Ruthless Aggression era, I saw world championship matches on TV. I saw world champions wrestle 2 weeks in a row. I saw world champions don't just do backstage segments and promos and video satellites and be sitting in the crowd all the time. Even the mid-card champions be sitting in the crowd not wrestling. Chelsea Green might be the most active champion wrestler outside of tag teams. Well, not even tag team. Even the War Raiders don't be wrestling like that. DIY and Chelsea Green have probably wrestled on weekly episodic shows more than any other champion in WWE, and that is disgusting. That's absolutely nasty. You're telling me the women's mid-card United States champion and the WWE tag team champions have wrestled on TV more than any other champion, like recently? Think about it. When the last time Cody Rhodes wrestled just on TV? When the last time Rhea wrestled just on TV? When the last time the War Raiders just wrestled on TV? Outside of what? They defended their belts against Dom and JD McDonough. When the last time Shinsuke Nakamura wrestled on TV? When did Braun Breaker wrestle at Saturday Night Main Event? When the last time he wrestled on TV? Lyra as well. Lyra is the most active as well. Lyra, the two women's mid-card champions, and DIY are the most active champion wrestlers as far as a week-to-week basis.
Well, I disagree. I mean, Lyra hasn't been able to defend her title in 3 months, or at least 4, I don't remember, but I know she hasn't defended her title since she won it. So now that I don't know if they were waiting for Dakota to come back or I don't know, but now that she's back, this is the only time we're going to see the title reign. Okay, there might be a rivalry with her and Ivy, but still, she hasn't wrestled since Dakota got injured. So honestly, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to continue, but hopefully it will, because I do want to see Lyra and Dakota and Ivy, hopefully Maxine, if she wants to get involved, or Shania as well, and Zoe. Hopefully they'll get involved in where they want that title too. But right now, it's just getting started with her, so let's not say that, all right?
Aura, mystique, whatever. But why can't Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes wrestle not at a house show and just wrestle on TV again? Why can't Rhea and, I don't know, maybe Dakota Kai want to soften Rhea up, or Rhea and Ivy Nile wrestle for whatever reason, or Rhea and who Alba Fire, we bring back Alba Fire to wrestle? Like, why can't stuff like that happen? It don't got to be for the belt. I'm just saying, why? Like I don't understand. I know you're trying to keep that aura and mystique, but where do you go from here with Rhea Ripley? Rhea Ripley's not a part-timer. She's a full-timer. She just don't wrestle all the time. We want to see our champion wrestle a little bit more. She could at least wrestle twice a month, but that's just my opinion. I like Rhea Ripley a lot. I don't want people to turn on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is doing everything on her part to do what she needs to do to be the best. The writers are terrible with booking main roster women's stories. It's egregious. It's egregious. They had this little stint where I was like, yo, I think they finally figured it out. The tag team championship stuff with the 4-way women's tag team match at Saudi with the Metaphor and Damage Control and Bianca and Jade and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And then they had the run where Mia Yim was facing Chelsea Green. She faced Piper Niven. And you know what I'm saying? They had it together. NXT they got it figured out. They have a healthy balance over there. AEW with the women, they got it figured out. They got a healthy, but WWE's main roster women, bruh, it's like first of all, you're not even showcasing them enough. That's number one. Number two, no, like we don't need long-term crazy complex stories, but the stories you do got is so like minuscule and so whatever that it really don't matter. So man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for love, support. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much, but I just don't know where we go from here with Rhea Ripley, man. She is the number one in WWE for the women, and you have nothing for her that's gonna help elevate her profile, her accolades, or her story, except for just whoever win Elimination Chamber match is the one to go after her. That is nasty. But peace out, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Talk to y'all later, man.
Okay, that's enough. Hey man, shout out to Black Couch Booking. I call him BCB. But hey man, I have to be honest with him. I've said it before. Bayley's not winning. Okay, Bianca, I don't know. It depends on Jade, but other than that, no, I'm sorry, I don't see that. I'm hoping Roxanne wins, but there's no storyline for her, so I guess not, because she's still beefing with Bayley, so I guess that ain't gonna work. Only two people I'm predicting that's gonna win is either Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan, okay? There's no hope for Naomi, so don't even go there. But I do believe it's either Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan. Listen, man, I know you don't want to see Liv Morgan wins, but unfortunately, because of the storyline, there's a possibility she's going to win her first ever Elimination Chamber match. I did say I want Alexa Bliss to win because I want her to stir up the pot in this beef, but I don't want it to be just a triple threat. I want it to be a fatal four-way. If we could get a fatal four-way with Rhea, Io Sky, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, I'm telling you, it will be a main event. Why? Because think about it. If Alexa Bliss just stay in the back and do segments and just speak through the screen and manipulate all three of them to where their futures could be predicted based off of Alexa Bliss's conditions. Alexa Bliss's predictions. You know what I'm saying? Because she could be a psychic and literally just predict that Liv Morgan is going to lose her quote-unquote friends. That's Raquel and Dom. And even though Dom is playing as the boyfriend, she'll lose her boyfriend. And let's say if she say that Dom is going to betray you at WrestleMania and Raquel is going to betray you in a couple months. And to the point where if you guys do win the tag team titles, it won't mean nothing because you won't get no competition. To the point where you just be walking around with the belts. But even with that, the tag team push that y'all keep talking about, it might not come as you think it will come. And it would just be like, okay, you won the titles because of Dom, but just remember, you won these titles because of Dominic Mysterio. Without Dominic Mysterio, she could say something like this. Without Dominic Mysterio, you're nothing but a shell of a woman. Looking for attention and looking for friendships. And looking for acceptance. And when she states stuff like that, it makes sense because Alexa Bliss knows Liv Morgan. She knows, she spend time with her family and all that. Like, these two really are close. You know what I'm saying? Like Liv Morgan bought, Alexa Bliss's baby shoes. I don't know. They're just saying, these two are very close. They hung out together. They gone to weddings together. They done a lot, so she can really get through Liv Morgan to the point where Liv Morgan gonna crash out. You know what I'm saying? Along with Raquel. But I'm just saying, she not only she can get through her, she can get through Rhea and say some things like, you still got feelings for Liv Morgan because if you were over Liv Morgan, like you said, you wouldn't gone back to her. And you wouldn't cost Io Sky the title. I mean, the title shot, a qualifying match against Liv Morgan. You could have just stayed in the back and wait till the match is over. But you didn't do that. And because you got a fragile ego and you're emotional because you can't get over Liv Morgan like you say you did. You said you was done with Liv Morgan, but then you said if Liv Morgan wants to come back and do this and do that, and I'll be ready for her. And it's like, no, what you should have said is what you said about Charlotte. You should have said that I am done. And that's what you should have said. But you didn't say that. So with that being said, that you want to keep this rivalry going when the reality of it is you're done with Liv Morgan, but you won't stop. You won't tell them the person that you got interviewed by that you want this to stop and you don't want to have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So she could bring that up. You know what I mean? Same with Io Sky. She could say that, Io Sky, I know you acting like you're like the biggest star and people like you and all, but I know deep inside you got some anger build up based off of what happened in that qualifying match against Liv Morgan. And not only that, the friendship that you have with Rhea is questionable based off of what she did and the lack of accountability that she did not take. You know what I'm saying? Or did not hold. You know what I mean? And she could also bring up her beef with Bayley. You know what I mean? She could bring that up and say how you guys were forced to work at War Games. But, now it's like, where y'all go from here? You know what I'm saying? So, and she can question, her friendship with Dakota and say, like Dakota is going to betray you based off of distance and her opportunity of going after the Intercontinental title. So she could say that. You know what I mean? And she could say all that backstage. She don't even have to come out. All three of them can battle each other while Alexa Bliss just sit back laughing. So if that happens, that would be a great promo because Alexa Bliss can be the manipulator, even though she's not really manipulating nobody. She's just keeping it blood raw, And if she do that, she can stir up the pot while L3 go at it for the next couple weeks. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that it will be a great promo for the Fatal 4-Way match at Royal Rumble. I mean, not Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. And I think that would be great for WrestleMania if we have a Fatal 4-Way with Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, and Io Sky. I think it will be awesome. The return of Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan's first ever main event at WrestleMania. Rhea, having her little entrance, you know what I'm saying, and Io Sky have hers. So I think it's going to be I think it will be a great rivalry for all four. But as for Bayley and Bianca winning, nah. Maybe if there's a pay-per-view in between March and April, if they want to do Rhea versus Bayley for a non-title match, sure, why not? But, still, it's like there's no way I could see these two winning. I'm sorry to say it. Or, it's either Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss. I'm sorry to say it. I would be shocked if Bayley wins. If Bayley wins, people are going to be looking at this like, why did they pick Bayley? You know what I'm saying? If they look at that, I'm telling you, they're going to be looking at that like, nah, this don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to be looking at this like, wait a minute now, why is Bayley the number one contender for her title? That don't make any sense unless, of course, Io Sky beats Rhea for the title and Io Sky go after Bayley and those two have a, round two at WrestleMania. But why would that be? But how can that be when Rhea's the main event? I don't get it. I don't mind, Io Sky defending her title against Bayley, but is that what the people want to see? Is it because of the backlash that Rhea's been receiving as champ? I don't know. I mean, But even if Io Sky becomes champ, you're probably gonna have her sit down too. So what's the point? So so it's a lot, but I'm very nervous of what next Saturday is gonna look like. I'm hoping that Alexa Bliss wins so we can see that fatal four-way, but if Liv Morgan wins, all I'm gonna say is it's part of the storyline. But everybody don't want to see Liv Morgan win, but that's what bring all the views and the controversy and the backlash of Liv Morgan winning is going to bring heat to the point where it brings viewership up to a certain level to where it brings them ratings and it brings them, it brings their revenue to a good state, So nobody wants to see Liv Morgan win, but it's part of the storyline. It's part of the storyline. But if Alexa Bliss win, she'll be part of the storyline to where it can make it more interesting. Trust me. If Alexa Bliss win and my predictions come true, it will be one of the greatest and interesting rivalries of them all. So I hope Alexa Bliss win because, like I said, the promo is going to be amazing. Just seeing Alexa Bliss get under everybody's skins, including Raquel's, it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. I hope I get to see that. And we might see Alexa Bliss speak next week on Monday or Friday, and hopefully, all 6 of the women will come out and speak on it, and hopefully it goes well. And I hope that Alexa Bliss, show everybody that, hey, I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? And when I win, everybody's gonna, I don't think she has a catchphrase, but definitely gonna. She said she's gonna turn the Elimination Chamber as a playground. But however, are you going to win? That's the thing. Are you and Liv are gonna be the last ones to be the finals? Otherwise, who knows? So hopefully it works out. But I have another prediction where the only way Alexa Bliss will lose if Nikki Cross come out of nowhere and stops the show. Now, if that happens, then yeah, most likely Liv Morgan is going to win because Alexa Bliss got distracted by one of her former tag team partners, and that's Nikki Cross. So if that happens, then yeah, you got to blame Nikki for that. But other than that, if, like I said, if Liv Morgan wins, it's part of the plot. It's part of the storyline. So, yeah. But hopefully Alexa Bliss will win. Hopefully there's no distractions, but most likely, it's either of those two, that I just mentioned. So, yeah, get on the comment box and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys think, man? Do you think the women's division is in shambles? You think it's, they need to boycott or, start a petition or I don't think anybody's going to quit because of the pay, but the question is, are they going to say something? Tiffany and Rhea said something, but it didn't really give it much hype to where there's any changes, So I think people just have to really, they just got to keep speaking on it like what we're doing right now. So hopefully we'll get to see change, but we're never going to see it if we don't speak loud enough for them to do something about it. Everybody's worried about Liv Morgan, but nobody's worried about the women's division. You know what I'm saying? Like, scream loud enough to where they can hear you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way to do it. So get in the comment box and discuss, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, all right? But get in the comment box and discuss. What do you guys think about this? All right? I'm out.